Keep smacking it. Smack the baby. Yeah, get hyped.
Ah! What? Oh, you're recording, aren't you? Son of a bitch.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
To another episode of Beer and a Half Movie Reviews.
No, come on, get hyped. You were hyped a minute ago.
I know, until you just recorded me slapping myself in the face. Nobody needs to know how I get hyped for this podcast.
See, here's the best part
I
about
just
it.
take out my aggression on myself.
Here, I'll go to the big shitty camera. Nobody will see it, because what I do is the people that watch our YouTube videos, they get to see that. Everybody else that listens to it.
That's true. You know what? If you're listening and you heard some slapping noise, it wasn't me slapping myself to get myself hyped. But if you did want to see it, you should really listen to this episode on our YouTube channel. Just saying.
Yeah.
Because then you can see us. Also, YouTube been kicking off lately, and I'm absolutely loving it. The last episode we did, which was...
Oh, come on, man. It was only a week ago.
I already
The
forgot.
bubble.
The bubble, yeah. Did way better on YouTube than it did on any of the streaming platforms. So
Which is crazy to me, but
yeah, that's one of the first time that's happened. So I appreciate everybody moving over to our YouTube channel. I'm not saying moving over. Listen to it on both if you want to. Whatever you want to listen to it on. But if you could just do us a favor. I know I hate to start like this like everybody does. But please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to us. You don't have to like it. That's fine. Just subscribe to us. I'm trying to get our subscribers up to 1,000. And it would really help out if everybody did that. But hey, you know what? Not trying to tell you what to do. You just want to listen? Just listen. I don't care. You know what?
But if you do listen to it on our YouTube page,
Yep.
then go ahead and hit that like button so we know
that-
you're
hit
so we
that
know you're
like and
listening.
subscribe button, you know.
This
Leave it in the
video
comments.
if this video gets 10 likes, me and Garrett will play Uncharted sometime together.
Man, I thought about not two-player.
Oh,
I thought
but it
about
is.
Every
Every death. Switch it. Every death.
That's funny, but I play in easy mode, so I very rarely die.
Oh, so I played the demo version of Uncharted, and I was like, you know what we should do? I was just like, I forgot to change your camera back so you're upside down.
Can you change it?
I could do it on the fly. Yeah, sure. You know,
Awesome.
I can't really fucking see. It's so blinding.
Can't see.
On transform. Here we go. Transform. Horizontal. I feel like I fucked it up even more. Okay, back to Garrett Cam. For those of you who are unaware, me and Garrett are having some technical issues. Flip vertically. Hey. I got it at the last second.
Oh,
See, I look so big.
we're back in it.
You know, it evens itself out. Plus, I'm being blinded by my computer light, so...
Yeah, I noticed that earlier too. Your computer is very...
Well,
But hey, that's okay.
here, I'll turn down
It's
the
a cool
brightness.
computer.
I'll turn down the brightness.
I had to turn down mine too because
Well, before, when I was watching the movie and taking notes, it was just like, oh, it's too bright, so I turned it all the way down, and then I was like, it's not.
I'm like,
Anyways, back to what we were saying. Video gets 10 likes on YouTube. Me and Garrett will play Uncharted.
donating to the ASPCA, right?
Oh.
It just popped up. Fucking IMDb, man.
Hey, $20 is $20. This video gets 10 likes. Garrett will donate to a charity of your choice.
Not true. I will not just donate to any charity. It's
You know, that's...
no, I don't. I
I
have
really
nothing
wanna-
against charities. It's just I don't believe in all of them. You know.
Hey, we don't have to get into it,
Yeah, we
but
don't have to get into it.
I vote sometime, you know, we just stream Uncharted, you know?
Yeah, maybe. I thought about playing those games again. I've played the. Man, I cannot remember playing the first one, but I do remember playing the second and third one. I'm pretty sure.
I don't actually
and
remember
that's
playing
where I-
them.
I cut
I've
it.
watched people play them, but I have not personally.
It's the PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
You know what? You can just bring over your PlayStation 5.
I'm not doing that.
I have my Elgato, so we
it's
can.
a whole thing.
No, it's really not. You just plug it in,
My PlayStation 5 will not leave my house.
No, it can.
When it moves is when it's more liable to get broken. So it just.
And I've seen how you handle hardware in moves.
Yeah. Shut up. That's not.
What I'm saying is you broke a monitor.
I did not. I put it down the way it was supposed to be put down.
And then you put it down.
I was going to say I also broke my big old TV, my living room TV, whenever me and Claudia moved into our place we have now.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, no, I did. I put it face down, and I was like, yeah, that was a smart move.
Yeah,
so
you don't do
face
down,
TV.
ass up. You do ass up, face down.
That's the way you got to do it.
Still said it the wrong way. That's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's all the same. All the same.
Garrett, what movie did we do this week?
We did Uncharted. Yeah, we did Uncharted. I was super excited to see this movie because, like I said, I did play some of the games. I'm not like the biggest like Uncharted fan ever, but yeah, I was excited to still do it because, and we talked about this whenever we did the Resident Evil movie and stuff like that. I like whenever games make movies. Okay,
I know,
or movies make movies out of games.
And it seems like every other podcast now, it's just, hey, this one is a video game too.
We're not trying to do that. It was just a new movie. And, last week I asked everybody to get on our YouTube channel and leave us a comment on what movie we should do next week. And nobody did so. So offer's still on the table if somebody wants to do that. Or if you don't want to, we're just going to keep picking these.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
So, yeah. Like I said, I was excited to watch this movie. And, we'll get into that.
Because it's either like the immeasurable talent of Nicolas Cage or the Crimes of Grindelwald or whatever the Harry Potter movie. But I'll do that one. I'll do that one.
That's fine. You're more than welcome to. I'm good on that.
I haven't had the opportunity. I was gonna go and watch the Nick Cage movie yesterday with Richie. Bought tickets to go and do so. Went to work.
Yeah. It happens.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what was I going to say? I have a bunch of episodes at home I've recorded by myself.
Oh, do you actually?
Yeah, just a couple. Sometimes I watch some movies and I'm just like, hey, let's just record this.
What do you have?
I'm not going to lie. A lot of them are Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, if I'm being real. Definitely did Bloodsport.
I don't want that.
Classic. A lot of people like it. Just some random stuff. There's some Netflix stuff on there too, but yeah.
I feel like you just sit down with like a little handheld recorder, like at 28:02, saw Jessica Alba's left titty.
No,
was good.
I can't even recall a movie where I've seen her boobies, but
I ain't got any.
Maybe it's happened. I don't know.
Last movie I saw her in was with Dane Cook in it.
Dude, I love this shirt. I know, like you said, it does look like I'm about to go bowling, but I'm not.
No, it looks like you're about to go bowling, order some nachos for me, teach me how to bowl, and then never call my mom back.
I'm not very good at bowling. We've been bowling. You've seen me bowl. I just throw it as hard as I can down the middle. That's my goal.
That's
hard as I can down the middle. Hey, it paid off last time we went.
And you had a kid, I believe, because of it.
Yeah, I had my kid
hard as you can, right down the middle.
Yeah. That's how I live my life. Hard as I can. Right down the middle.
But yeah, we went bowling that one time.
Yeah, it was an exciting time.
Eventful.
Yeah, my little brother even went. That was pretty fun too.
That was fun.
Forgot about that. Okay, let's get into this movie.
All right.
Uncharted,
the next
episode. This is the first Sony has started doing How did they subscribe? The first feature production of Sony's PlayStation production. So their games being made into movies, which gives me hope that they'll do more.
Yeah,
because they have a lot of cool ones they could do. I know they're making The Last of Us TV series with Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
That will be awesome and also very sad. So look out for that. I think
this
that
is
one's
the
on
way.
HBO Max.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's gonna be. Wait, no, can't be on. I don't remember what it's supposed to be.
I thought it was gonna be on Paramount Plus. Like maybe with Halo.
I don't know. I thought about getting Paramount Plus just to watch Halo, but I'm gonna wait until all the episodes are out.
Mm-hmm.
Get my free 30 days.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Just cancel it because I looked through all their shows. They have nothing else on there I really want to watch.
You don't want to watch
like Maybe Reno 911.
You don't want to watch the new Fairly Odd Parents on Paramount Plus?
No, I do not. That is.
You don't want to watch Cat Dog, where they
Mm-mm.
finally discover their parents and they look nothing like a cat or a dog?
Their parents were a what was it? A frog and a
Something wild, man.
yeah, it's like a frog and I think a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
If I
Because
remember right.
I
I
literally.
was talking to my brother about this the other day actually because my kid has been watching Cat Dog.
So I absolutely loved Cat Dog growing up. And they're like, this is the series finale. And I didn't know what that meant. And I asked my grandpa to TiVo it. And so he did. And then all that hype build up just for it to be like half frog, half like.
Yeah, it's
lizard.
a Sasquatch and a frog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Frog Dad.
Frog Dad.
And then the
Frog Squatch.
the Sasquatch.
Frog Squatch.
That's so funny. Okay, into this movie. Uncharted. This came out 2022 this year. It came out February 18th, if I'm not mistaken. It has a PG-13 rating, which is very... Yeah, it's definitely PG-13. Honestly, I kind of wish they would have made it just a little bit more...
Gotten up there. Yeah.
Up there, yeah, but it's
Especially
all good.
like with the airplane scene. I just wanted to watch somebody just break their back on the
Well,
cargo.
It wasn't even like whenever the dude got his throat slit, too. Antonio Banderas.
You
He
saw
got his
it.
throat slit. Yeah, but like if you slit somebody's throat, there's gonna be a lot of blood, and there was just like a little line of it, and you didn't even see her do it. You just saw, and then it cut to everybody's reaction,
Yeah.
everything like that. But
I mean, it
anyways,
is.
it has an hour and 56-minute run time. This
Correct.
movie is directed by Ruben Fleischer.
I should really pull up the
Roll with
IMDb
it.
now that I have.
He directed Zombieland, Gangster Squad. He directed Venom. Oh, I didn't know. Anyways, yeah.
That's the Eminem music video, right?
Yep, that's exactly what that is. Totally.
Yep.
Let's dive into the cast list of this amazing. We got Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, Mark Wahlberg as Victor Sullivan, Antonio Banderas as Santiago Moncada, Sophia Ali as Chloe Frazier, Tati Gabrielle as Braddock, Stephen Waddington as the Scotsman. That guy was funny. I mean, there wasn't really anybody else in this movie.
So I just want to.
Pingy Molly is Hugo. That's pretty much it, man. There wasn't really.
I want to point out, just because we don't use IMDb anymore. Let me switch to the Tyler cam real quick. So we don't use IMDb anymore for a very interesting reason. Just out of curiosity, did you see Bryan Cranston in this movie?
No.
Because I didn't, but IMDb credits him for being in this movie. And I do not remember seeing him at all.
I don't remember him. There was the two post-credit scenes. There was post-credit and then the mid-credit scene, and I don't know who the guy was. The mid-credit scene with the eye patch.
That could have been him because I didn't watch that one.
Maybe, but I don't really remember. I didn't really look that hard to see if it was him or not because, dude, like I said, had an eye patch and facial hair and everything else. Anyways, regardless, whatever. Hey, he was cool. He wasn't cool. Don't really care. Yeah, like you said, I do not remember him being in this in any way, shape, or form. But hey, whatever.
He could have been. Who knows?
He could have been. Who knows? Anyways, Tyler, I'm gonna shoot it over to you. What did you like about this movie?
Pew, pew, pew. Great question, Garrett.
Pew, pew, pew. That was very
Pew, pew, pew.
awkward.
Pew, pew.
Yeah.
I thought you had more to it, so I was gonna
That's
let you.
it. Yeah, I went through the cast. I mean, there really wasn't that many people.
So
Don't get me wrong, had a pretty star-studded cast, but
I
not
mean,
like too many.
it just had like two.
Like three.
Oh, Antonio Banderas. Yeah. I keep forgetting that guy exists.
Dude.
Ever since
You
Shrek,
don't like
he
Zorro?
I mean, I love Zorro, but
Love
like
me some Zorro.
after like
man.
Spy Kids and then fucking Shrek, he kind of just fell off the map a little bit and started doing some very obscure things.
He did a lot of he does a lot of I've seen a lot of his other movies that are not like mainstream movies.
That's what I'm
like
saying,
kinda
yeah.
Indie films, but there's one I watched not too long ago. I cannot remember the name of it, where he does a lot of martial arts and stuff like that. And and then I remember him in I think Expendables 3. He was funny in that. but been a long time since I've seen that movie. When are they going to make another Expendables?
I don't know. They're all
I want them
expendable.
to make a new Expendables. And I got the joke. It's just, that's kind of the point of it being called that. But yeah, make a new one. I want to see a new one. Anyways,
I'm okay without it.
Really like it, so.
Yeah, I'm just looking at his filmography. Apparently, he is going to be in Indiana Jones 5 that's in post-production in 2023.
I knew about that. They were
Didn't know that. Apparently, he was in the Hitman's Bodyguard's wife. Hitman's wife's bodyguard.
Haven't watched either of those. I want to because they look funny, but haven't watched them.
Oh, that's right. He's in a TV show called Genius, and he played Pablo Picasso. I knew about that, but
never seen that.
Turns out, yeah, he does a lot of stuff that's just like
little stuff, kind of here and there, I guess.
Yeah. Anyways,
he's probably made enough money at this point in his life. He doesn't have to do anything crazy,
Yeah, I would assume not. So new year, new me. I'll change it to this camera. So if we have any back and forth,
okay.
Just because my likes and dislikes were kind of like minimal because I did it after the movie, not as I was watching.
That's what I always do too, but yeah. Hey,
well, sometimes I forget stuff, so I want to make sure that we're both on the same page.
I get you.
One of the first, pretty much just a general basis around the entirety of the movie. I loved pretty much every set that was created and every scene that was shot.
The special effects were pretty good for this movie.
This
all
was
things considered. I didn't think they was going to be that good, but pretty cool.
This one was top tier. Well, I remember watching like a behind the scenes of the cargo plane scene.
Yeah.
Just them falling out of the cargo plane took like 3 weeks of filming.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
And I was just
I think this was when they were shooting it, from what I read, was like during COVID and everything like that. And they had to like delay the release date of this movie, I think like 3 or 4 times.
It was 4 times.
Even Antonio Banderas got COVID while filming this and everything, so they had to halt some stuff, and then
but yeah, so I loved literally every scene, every shot was filmed just beautifully. It kind of reminded me once they found the pirate ship of the Goonies. I was like,
my wife said it was like an adult version of. I said, yeah, I mean, kind of.
Well, if you put it in a perspective of like, we'll go off of, we had out of the movies that we've reviewed on the podcast, it's pretty much just the Goonies that we have to base it off of.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the Tomb Raider movies weren't that great.
I didn't watch the new ones.
I haven't. Only Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah, that's the only ones I've seen. I heard the new ones were good, but I haven't watched.
This movie kind of like is a mixture of like Nicolas Cage is in
National Treasure.
National Treasure meets like Lara Croft's Tomb Raider mixed with like esque versions of I want to say, I almost said Evil Dead. That's not it. Resident Evil, just because of all the puzzles and solving and things like that. But that's also why I brought Nick Cage's National Treasure into the equation.
It was just like the games. There was a lot of puzzles you had to solve and stuff like that.
Which is why I also...
People leave booby traps.
I like the way that they did this movie, because it's very similar to the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back into my likes. I love the banter between Nathan and Victor, which is going to be Tom Holland and
Mark
Wahlberg's characters.
Mm-hmm.
I just really enjoyed that.
They had really good chemistry. Yeah,
they really
which
do.
I did not think was going to happen.
Well,
when I heard that, because like I said, I've played a lot of the games and stuff like that. Not like I haven't played them. Like, I'm not like a diehard fan, but they're good games. When I heard that Tom Holland was going to be Nathan Drake, I was like, dude, I did not like that. And then I read that Mark Wahlberg was going to be Sully, and I was like, Sullivan's like an older guy, always got a cigar, mustache, gray hair. It's, well, not always gray, but dark sometimes. But anyways, and then you put Mark Wahlberg in there, and I'm just like, now he's getting up there in age, but he doesn't look like it.
No,
no. That's why I was kind of like, ugh. And then when I started watching the movie, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I appreciated them in their respected roles and everything like that. And Tom Holland being like a younger Nathan Drake. I would have wished he was a little bit older, but I thought it was still, I liked them both. Yeah.
I agree. I did.
Yeah. You know who I really wanted to be Nathan Drake though, so very badly? Nathan Fillion. He looks identical to him.
Yeah.
He sounds identical to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have been the perfect casting for that character, but also getting up there in age and stuff like that. So
True.
He did a short film. It was not affiliated with Naughty Dog, who makes, you know, the Uncharted games or anything like that. It was just like a fan film thing he did, and he played Nathan Drake and everything like that, and it was so cool. You can find it on YouTube. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it was super cool.
Probably called like Unscripted Uncharted.
It's like Uncharted fan-made film. It's like 15 minutes long. It's just like a little short film, but it's still so cool. So cool.
So I'm just kind of skipping over stuff because only the stuff that I remember I'm putting on here.
You're good.
So after the entirety of the helicopter scene where or not the helicopter, the airplane, the cargo plane, and they're all flying out of it, and they land in the water, and they go up to the beach.
Yeah.
None other than Nolan North is sitting on the beach.
That was so cool. They put him in this
I
movie.
was like, oh! I literally made like the Roblox death
So
sound.
who is Nolan North for people listening and watching that don't know who that is?
Nolan North is by far the best voice actor
ever.
He has voiced literally any voice of your childhood in video games.
I looked at his...
And
go ahead, sorry.
He played the voice of Nathan Drake in all of the Uncharted games.
Yeah,
and so it was funny just because they were like, he got on the beach. He's like, "What happened to you guys?" He's like, "We fell out of a plane, and it was a huge thing." He's like, "I think I've done that once."
He's like, that happened to me once. He's also the voice of this guy. The voice of my ghost from Destiny.
It's true. After they replaced Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, they replaced Dinklebot and
Dinkelberg.
That's what everybody called him, Dinklebot.
But yeah, like he played Edward Richtofen in all of the Black Ops Zombies games.
Yeah.
Dude, if you look at his IMDb page,
it's like over 400 and something voice acting jobs he's had. But yeah, it's mainly games and a lot of
well, he has such a wide range.
TV shows too. I know he does a lot of like animated Tony Stark Iron Man ones. He voiced the Penguin in like every Batman Arkham game too. But just so much, so many voice acting jobs. Dude is a real talent, and yeah, I was super stoked to see him.
When I saw him, I was like, you know, most people only know him by his voice, and his normal voice you wouldn't really recognize.
No,
even in some of, there's been a couple of video games, but his voice just like so.
He's got range.
So this is like my normal voice, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes he just makes it a little bit deeper and you have no idea who the guy is.
Dude's got range as far as like voice acting capabilities.
It's incredible to hear his voice because he's just talking normally, and then all of a sudden he's a superhero.
Yeah. He can,
it's incredible.
He can snap in a character pretty quick. Dude's cool. Yeah,
like
I couldn't believe they put him in this though.
Even like his interviews that he does, like you know, sit down face to face with somebody. My favorite ones are just like, "Can you do the Richtofen voice?"
Yeah,
and he'll just he just jumps into it, and he's like, "Excuse me, I'm just getting used to the ether."
Yeah,
and just immediately right into it. I'm like.
Dude's good for sure.
I love this guy.
He's cool.
I could talk about him just for an entire episode of a podcast, but I'm not going to. Technically.
Don't do that.
Anyways, another thing that I liked, I don't know why, but when they decided to airlift the boats out of the just
the cave and
the
everything.
conveniently placed little hole in the cave. And just
not only that too, the thing that pissed me off, I didn't put it in my dislikes, but I was just like, come on. They put the ropes under the how'd you do that? It didn't show how they did that. It just showed them digging, and all of a sudden there's the ropes underneath the boats and everything, and I'm like, how'd you do that?
I mean, I don't know, man.
I don't get that at all.
How did you get a tiny little helicopter to lift a giant boat?
I mean, that's true. I don't know. That whole thing was just like, even if they found, let's say there wasn't a hole in the ceiling or whatever, or in the top of the cave, how do they expect to get those out?
I've seen the Goonies. They'd blow it up.
Oh, they blew out though. Yeah, I mean that's true. I guess they could have done that,
They
but
very easily could have just done
maybe
that.
they were like, "Oh, this is convenient."
Yeah, because, well, if you think about it from a cinematography standpoint, if there wasn't a light hole, they wouldn't have seen the ship. It would have just been a dark cave.
This is true.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, it would have been a shot in the dark, but
Oh, literally.
a literal shot in the dark.
That's a pun.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah.
Another thing that I liked, just the fucking cannonball right at the helicopter.
Oh yeah.
The
That
incredible.
was,
I liked. So
that's a video game for you though.
So like whenever he was getting ready and like he was underneath and then he grabbed like that dude's
Oh
like,
yeah, his iconic
and I was like,
holster
oh,
and everything.
he's becoming it.
Yeah.
And I just fucking shit a brick. And then immediately after that, there's like a guy on, and he just whips out a gun and it's just missing everything. And I was like,
it was
well,
yeah.
he's learning. He's learning. That's pretty much all the likes that I have though.
I mean, you kind of went over most of mine. I did like how there was like an excessive amount of parkour out of him. There was a lot. He did a lot of parkour and everything.
He did.
I did, like I said, I did like Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. By the end of the movie, I was like, okay, I don't mind this. This is cool. You know,
Yeah.
he plays it pretty good, especially for not being, you know, he's from what England,
Yeah.
UK. Okay, yeah. He does such a good American act.
It's just
He
like
really
Spider-Man. It's
The only difference is you can tell he has no lips, and I'm like, yep, hey, you're not really American, but that's okay. You do a pretty good accent, and I'll roll with it. Yeah, just like Spider-Man though.
yeah.
But yeah, by the end of it, he was funny. He did pretty good with all the action and stuff like that. I read that he said that this was harder filming than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because in Spider-Man, CGI plays a big role. Also, stunt doubles and everything else when he's wearing the mask and stuff like that. But in this, all him, you know. And he did a lot of his stunts. And yeah, the big cargo scene flying out of the plane and everything. I was like, wow, that's pretty legit. And that did look awesome. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed him.
That was like Tom Cruise in the new Mission Impossible, where he's actually just on the outside of the plane. How does shit a fucking brick?
The time before, I don't think it's in this Mission Impossible. I've so lost track with those. The last one I watched was Ghost Protocol, and that one was awesome.
I watched the one where they went into that giant thing and he had to hold his breath underwater in that giant cyclone. I don't remember.
I saw that one.
I don't remember. It was a good
Ghost
one.
Protocol. That one was sick with Jeremy Renner.
I think it's the one right after Ghost Protocol.
Probably. That's what I watched that and I was like, let's just end it here. This one was sweet. Let's just end it here, you know? That one was super awesome, but he's just going to keep making those for the rest of his life because he's like 75, but he looks like he's 30, and that's Tom Cruise. Scientology rules.
You want to cut that bit?
About this? Nah.
Leave it in.
Yeah, okay.
Scientology rules.
What else did I have on here? Happy it didn't follow the game to a T. It didn't like at all, actually. And I know a lot of people got pissed about that it was nothing like the first game or anything like that.
It's similar, but they went off in their own.
It actually had nothing to do with the first game. It was more of the fourth game mixed with the third game. The whole plane scene, third game. The whole like finding the two ships, all the stuff with his brother and stuff like that, fourth game. Yeah, they just kind of picked out little stuff from here and there, you know what I'm saying? Because the fourth game had a lot of like flashbacks to whenever like Sullivan met Nate whenever he was really little, and then kind of took him under his wing, protege, and everything like that. So I like that they followed that, but also they're kind of doing their own thing. So which is cool for me because, you know, like I said, I understand diehard fans. Like, I'm a huge Batman fan. Anytime I see like them do movie stuff, I'm like, well, that's not comic accurate. I don't really like that. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't.
I'm the same way with Wolverine.
Yeah, so I mean I get it sometimes. Like the new Batman.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's its own thing. You know, it's got stuff from the comics that they incorporated, but it was different and I absolutely loved it. Same thing with this. It wasn't 100% accurate to the first game or anything like that.
So what I was reading was
Mhm.
that the director actually just made his
Yeah, you're good.
So what I was reading was that they just took some of the stuff from different video games and incorporate because Nathan's character has been treasure hunting his whole life. In this one,
Yeah.
He was a bartender till like the age of, however old he is. And
I'm
then
assuming
just
like 23 to 25, but he looks like he's 20.
and then just one
Which
day,
is what I hate.
just
But
Mark Wahlberg walks in and is like, "Hey, I got a job for you.
yeah.
Say hello to your mother for me."
Well, that's
And then that's it.
yeah. In the third or fourth game, I can't remember what it was. Whenever Sullivan finds him, he was younger, way younger than that. And
Yeah.
I think he was pickpocketing somebody. So it's kind of the same thing,
Yeah.
but obviously he's in like a bar setting and everything, but a little bit different. And
Yeah.
then from there, they kind of built that relationship.
But it was
that they have and
still
everything.
nice to see. you
Oh
know?
yeah, no. Like I said, I love this movie.
Yeah.
This movie was really good in my opinion. Super action packed was another thing I absolutely loved about it. I just cannot get my chair in the perfect position for me.
And that's
I
okay.
can't figure it out, but it's okay. We're just gonna bring everything down a notch. Very action packed.
It was.
Like there was a lot, and I love that about movies. I love me some action packed movies. Yeah, like he said, visual effects awesome. Happy it didn't follow the game to a T. That's pretty much all I got. I like how it started out like all of the games do. Like it started with him, with his foot stuck in the cargo
Yeah.
thing. That's how all the games always start out. Him in like danger. Like there's one of the games start out with that. There's another one where he's hanging from the side of a train, like over a cliff and stuff like that. And they always start out that way. So I thought it was cool. They kind of paid homage to that with the movie. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for likes. So yeah,
Okay. You wanna?
I had to look a little bit to make sure I didn't have anything else.
I was trying to think if I had
Yeah.
anything else that I really
I did have
liked.
some dislikes, but go ahead. We'll go with yours first.
No, I have nothing else that I really
You
like.
literally. Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna say dislikes.
Oh, I have some.
Okay, hit me with it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beard and a Half Movie Reviews. I'm Garrett.
Why are you restarting?
Oh, I thought you said hit me with it, so I was doing the intro. Ha! We have fun here. Anyways,
Dude, get it.
Anyways, dislikes. So at the very beginning of the movie, when Nathan is
Pickpocketing.
pickpocketing, sorry,
Love it.
and he stole that woman's bracelet. Super clean, super nice, nice
yeah,
little
it was
grab
cool with
off
the
there.
little-
Yeah, super
Yeah.
stealthy. Anyways, when you watch Victor take it out of his pocket, you can literally just see him like grabbing it, and just it looked so obvious. Like he,
I missed that part.
Oh,
then.
you
I
didn't see
him
that?
actually grab it. No.
so he was as soon as he walked by, you just see him like reach over and comically take it, and I was just like, that looks so obvious. I didn't like that. Normally it's a lot stealthier than that, but it is what it is. Another thing that I didn't like, I liked Antonio Banderas.
Love Antonio Banderas.
I was expecting
That's
him.
anytime anybody says his name, you have to say it like
Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
So I was expecting him to be more involved in the storyline than he was, because you got him at the auction and then in the plane, and then he was like, "This is my family's treasure.
Yeah.
I will get it back." And then that's dead.
And
That
then
was-
dead.
That was
Yeah.
it.
I
I just
think,
see him for 2 scenes, and I
I
was
don't-
like, that's upsetting.
like I said, I haven't played all the games like all the way through, like 100% know everything about them, and I didn't really read up on them before. Because I do want to go back and play these. This got me excited. I was like, man, I literally own all of them on my PlayStation 5, and I'm like, why don't I play those? So
Like I
I
said,
have to do
man,
that. But yeah, I don't know if his character in any of the games. I don't even know if his character was in the games or anything else.
Right,
And if
yeah.
he just gets killed off like that or whatever. I read that the Braddock, the Tati Gabrielle chick, the chick with the karambit. Also appreciation whenever they're down under in the cave thingy that they go to underneath the thing, and that one chick's trying to pick the lock or whatever, and she pulls out her spider co.
Yeah.
I think it was a persistence, the really long, or is it an endura? I don't know. And I was like, hey, I like those knives. Anyways, her character, the Tati Gabrielle chick or whatever, apparently is a character from one of the games, something like that, just some mercenary chick or whatever. But yeah, I do remember.
I would
reading
assume
about that.
if your job was to find and procure treasure, we'll just
Yeah.
say it that way, a
Okay.
nice way, you would have a lot of enemies. And you would have a
Probably.
lot of people that think you're friends and then just, I want all this gold.
Oh
man.
yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's a lot of backstabbing and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
literally. Yeah, no, I would
literally,
imagine. I
yeah.
would imagine so.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like if we went after treasure, it'd be like a fair 50-50, you know?
Yeah.
Just
I'd murder
novice
you.
novice treasure
I'd
hunters.
murder you.
And that's what would happen. I would just be, next to a cliff, be like, "Hey, take my picture with this," and you just push me off.
Take a selfie real quick with this treasure.
But like,
funny.
I feel like just two novice dudes going treasure hunting, no big deal. But like, you're treasure hunting looking for this, and I'm like, hey,
I've always wanted to find the treasure at DB Cooper.
there's no treasure. It's just cash.
Could still be there somewhere.
He was over the ocean when he jumped out.
He wasn't.
No. He wasn't. He was over.
It was like a jungle setting of some kind. I can't remember. Woods
And I remember
everything.
that because there was this thing where they thought they found somebody, but it
Because they
turns
found
out
some of his money. I do remember that.
yeah, there was a whole bunch of just like not destroyed, but
some money, that they found or whatever. I
man-
think he got away with it. I still think that's
this man just threw confetti, money just to get people off the trail, and then parachuted a different direction.
I don't think he ever parachuted.
So you think he wasn't on the plane, or he waited for the plane to
No,
land?
He was on the plane 100% because
Yeah.
he asked everybody to go to the front of the plane, and then I remember reading about how like the people who were on the plane, they felt like the back of the plane kind of go like a doo-doo, like he jumped out or something like that. But I don't think he ever actually did because I don't know how anybody in their right mind could have lived through that. It was dark, it was raining, it was windy, and homeboy just jumps out well below the threshold of where you're supposed to pull your chute and everything like that.
Well, you can still parachute at about what is it,
I think he
4,000 feet?
Yeah, he was. I can't remember how high up they were or whatever. But
So-
and I even saw this thing about how like this guy went into the wilderness, gave him pretty much everything that he could have had on him, and seen how long he could have survived or whatever. And I don't remember if he was able to do it or not. But I mean, maybe you could, but don't know how long.
Just parachute out with the snack tray, like the
Even
snack
then,
cart that they push
even
around.
with it being cold and hypothermia and everything else. I don't think he ever. I feel like he would have hit on the plane.
That
they
man
landed.
That man knew a
and then
lot
he got
about
away.
planes, so it's very possible he could have
Maybe.
just asked for the money, pretended
Maybe.
to jump out, and then
Didn't
just
actually.
hid. Yeah.
Just saying.
So I mean, you're not wrong, but I have another conspiracy theory that you would enjoy even more. Do you want to get into it now, or do you
About
want to
DB
finish
Cooper,
this?
Or?
No, a different one about a
Who?
time traveling one.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Who?
No. You want to
Who?
do this after the podcast and record like a different thing?
We can.
Just it'll be 30 minutes.
We
tops.
can.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah. So stick around for that one.
Conspiracy theories.
That's what we should do. Beard and a half conspiracy. The bearded conspiracy.
The bearded conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
You like
beards.
that? Leave it in the comments below.
Conspiracy beards.
Okay. Anyways, get into your dislikes.
Anyway,
then. We'll come back to that.
I didn't like, they get into the cove or whatever it is, into the little cave, and then it's like it's apparent you have to dive under the water and then get in there.
Yeah, because it's all like the light.
Yeah, and that was the only way.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the bad guys show up, and magically 4 of them are on a boat.
They blew it up. They blew up the wall to get in there.
Oh, did they? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there was a big explosion. That's why he looked and then saw them coming through, and there was like a big opening.
You know what? I guess I just
They
missed
did
that.
look just like you said with the Goonies. They just blew up the wall.
You know what? I did say that too. You know what? I forgot. I'm just going off what I read.
No, you're good.
Just going off what I read.
They blew it up.
That's literally my only.
That was your only dislike?
Well, I had the bracelet and Antonio Banderas and the treasure. Yeah, when he stole the bracelet, we got into the conspiracy theory.
Gotcha.
So
Okay, yeah. we'll get it.
Anyway.
So I did not like the Braddock character's hair in any way, shape, or form. What was up with her hair, man?
I don't know.
That was just like the weirdest hair to me. And every scene I saw her, I'm like, what is going on up there? It's one thing to have short hair, but hers just looks so weird to me. And I didn't like that at all. Even my wife watching it, she was like, I hate her hair. And I was like, I do too. It looks like a like a bald person with wrinkly head, skin, but that was her hair. I don't know. Weird to me. I just something else I did not like that Nathan Fillion was not Nathan. I know I already spoke about it, but man, did I really want Nathan Fillion and Drake. But that's okay. I get it. Going for younger, that's fine. Yeah, Tom Holland, he's only going to get older. Mark Wahlberg, he's only going to get older. And, I feel like as the series goes on, it's good casting, though, because I feel like the older Tom Holland gets, the more he'll probably look like Nathan Drake. And then Mark Wahlberg, hey, he gets older, he turns into Sully. I did read that they originally were thinking about making Mark Wahlberg be Nathan Drake.
I read that,
but
yeah.
that was thrown out, so they were kind of just like, hey, be Sullivan. And I did like how at the end, how he had his mustache in the post-credit scene or whatever, and he had his iconic, like, revolver gun and everything like that. There was a lot of callbacks to the games in this. Like the scene at the beginning whenever Nathan opens his chest, there was a Naughty Dog sticker on the back of it.
Yeah.
Which, once again, those are the people who make the Uncharted games, and I was like, that's kind of cool. And then even at the end, whenever he pulled out that one guy, which I guess that one guy at the mid-credit scene or whatever, he is a character from the first game, so it seems like they're going to go back to the first game. But still somehow incorporate the fact that his brother's alive or something. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but yeah, that was what was I trying to say? Oh yeah. So he steals his gun, and it was a golden gun, just like in the games. You could have a golden gun. So that was kind of another. Anyways, those are my dislikes, though. I really didn't have a whole lot because I actually really enjoyed this movie. Super dope. Super dope. Tyler, did you have anything you would change about this movie?
Just coming from the standpoint of them doing their creative differences.
Yeah.
No. I really genuinely liked it.
I did too. I thought it was super dope. I don't every bit of it, honestly, from beginning to end. I did really like.
Yeah, just because it's
just your classic like treasure hunting. Well, not classic. It's kind of its own thing too. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's your classic treasure hunt. You got your two buddies. They kind of learn to like each other over time and everything like that. Kind of clash to the beginning. By the end of it,
friends become enemies. Some enemies become friends.
Exactly, kind of thing. And the one thing I didn't like that they changed about it was in the first game there was a reporter girl, I can't remember her name, and that was kind of like the girl that was with him the whole time that Nathan ends up falling in love with. In this, because I don't think Chloe showed up in the games till like the second or third one.
Mm-hmm.
In this, it kind of flipped that and it immediately threw Chloe in the mix, so I was kind of like, okay, kind of cool, whatever, I don't really care. But I was kind of just like, because it seems like they're going to be love interests,
Yeah.
And I always like the other one.
We're going to watch
it.
It
is what it is. It is what it is,
That'll be the next Uncharted.
Maybe. Uncharted. Exploring the deep caverns.
As hard as you can, straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Full circle, brought it back.
Maybe. I don't know. That's it, though. That's all I got. Like I said, I don't have anything I'd change about this.
Damn. How long has it been? I feel like we haven't even cracked an hour.
I don't know. I didn't really have a whole lot to say about this movie. It was just good.
It's just a good movie. What would you rate it out of 5?
I'm going to give it a 4 Mark Wahlberg mustaches. Honestly. I'm not going to give it a perfect 5,
Yeah, no, I mean,
I don't think it was perfect, but
I think it was a really good movie. So I also agree with 4 Mark Wahlberg. Rustaches.
I thought that was a little high, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, there wasn't
cool. Just had action, had adventure, had mystery, had
it had puzzles. I like a movie with
roles.
good solving
Everybody
puzzles.
took on their roles really well and everything like that. And I thought it was cool.
Just an overall good movie. Yeah,
really was. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. Tyler, do you have anything else to say?
Yeah. So if you watch this entire episode through and through, make sure that you hit that like button. If you're watching us or listening to us on any of our podcasting platforms, please head over to our Instagram. Go ahead and follow us there, and let us know, what we should do next. If you want to just head on over to our YouTube channel, Beer and a Half Movie Reviews, and comment on this video. leave a like, and Garrett will stream all
just
of the
burped like
Uncharted
7
games just to completion
I'm not gonna
without
do that,
stopping
but-
for 72 hours. So just make sure you probably not, probably like 36 hours.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It'd probably take me about 48 hours, maybe 50. You know?
I was giving you more credit.
I think like 9 hours per game.
Yeah, if you skip 36 hours, I mean, you might be able to get it. Anyways,
There's 4. I don't know.
I don't remember.
There's
Anyways,
some of them.
make sure to follow us wherever. Beer and a Half Movie Reviews. Click the link. It's in the description every time, as well as links in YouTube and Instagram and wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, stay tuned until next episode. For Beer and a Half Movie Reviews, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Garrett.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.